Yo, what up? What up?
What up, everybody?
Yep.
Welcome to the AEK podcast. What does it stand for now today?
Anonymous Nuggets and Ketchup. I just came up on the fly. So, I'm Bruh. This is Spidey here.
So, representing today.
You are. I just noticed that. So it's just us two for this one.
Our third guy. What's gonna be his nickname?
Sergeant Studebaker.
Sergeant Studebaker is not here today. He's busy.
Yes. So, you want to start off with the news?
Yeah. Which one you want to talk about first?
We're going to go with Wonder Woman.
Yeah, we'll do Wonder Woman. So far, it's just speculations right now for the new Wonder Woman. I forget what was her name. Isa Gonzalez. There are speculations that she's going to be the new Wonder Woman for the new DCU universe that James Gunn is doing. I'm not familiar with her work. She has big shoes to fill because we're both fans of Gail Gadot. I should probably check out her movies to see if she's good. I'm not talking bad about her or anything. I just don't know her.
Gal Gadot.
Who?
Which one are you talking about? Gal Gadot or the new girl?
No, I know her. I'm talking about the new girl, Isa Gonzalez.
Yeah, I don't recognize the name.
Yeah, so far it's just speculations, but I mean, I'm there for it. Not a lot of people, when they first heard the Wonder Woman movie was coming out, not a lot of people were excited. I was. So, I mean, it's James Gunn. He's freaking phenomenal in the shit that he does. So, I can't wait to see that movie. Although, did he do the Suicide Squad?
That I don't know. As far as like the recent DC movies, I haven't really paid attention to them outside of Justice League and Man of Steel and.
Yeah, because I believe he did the second Suicide Squad movie.
I've watched about half of the last iterations of DC movies. It's like Justice League, Batman v Superman, Wonder Woman. I didn't see the 1984 one. I heard that one was ass.
Yeah. I did not enjoy it. Like, I forgot how the hell he was still alive because I was like, this is stupid.
Right.
He should have died. He died a hero. You brought him back. For what? Because he can't do anything. She's fighting fucking her cousin, Ares, the god of war. Like,
that was in 1984?
Yeah.
I thought that was in the first one.
See, I don't even know. That's how garbage that movie was. I don't even remember. Now I gotta look that shit up.
I feel like 1984 was more so of a love story than even the first one was. But I could be absolutely wrong about that.
It was a perfect chick flick. Yeah, no. Wonder Woman 19. What's?
Because I feel like in the end of the first one, she ended up fighting Ares, who was some kind of, I don't know, German war leader or something. I believe.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because this one was Cheetah, and it was the guy, like some guy was trying to do this whole mind control thing. It was with Daddy Pascal, whatever his name is.
Oh.
That he was doing wishes. That's what it was. It was wishes.
I forgot.
Yeah, it was terrible. And what's her name? Kristen Wiig. She played Cheetah, and that Cheetah was terrible. She was phenomenal. Love her work. She's hilarious in anything she does. But CGI wasn't that good. And James Gunn did directed the Suicide Squad 2 movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was good for what it was. I enjoyed it. I liked the first one better. I mean, Jared Leto was a phenomenal Joker in that one. Most people will disagree, but if you guys seen the deleted scenes and shit that should have been in the movie, he was great. But yeah, that's much news that we have on Wonder Woman right now.
I'm disappointed
with the pick.
Yeah, that they're getting rid of Gal Gadot in general.
I mean, maybe she'll come back as another character.
Well, maybe.
Who knows?
Wouldn't sit right with me. She's who I know as Wonder Woman now.
Yeah, I mean, what's his name? Jason Momoa is coming back as Lobo. So that would be
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
And speaking of recast, we got potential news, just like the new Wonder Woman, but 007. It's interesting. That's all I gotta say about that. I'll have a pop up on the screen.
Yeah, do a pop up for her too. That way they know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the new 007. I stopped watching after Casino Royale.
That was the first one with damn, I'm forgetting the guy's name.
From the 007?
Yeah.
No, that was it Casino Royale? Which one was it? Skyfall.
Yeah, Skyfall
When they
was the
came out
third.
with that. Yeah, that was the last one I saw because of that song. This is Skyfall.
I hated that song.
So that's that's why I stopped watching. Yeah. No.
What was that chick's name again?
Who?
The one that sang Skyfall.
Don't butcher me, but I think it was Adele.
It was Adele.
And the 007, that was Daniel Craig.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I liked him as James Bond.
Yeah, he was good. What's his name? Erlen Bronson. That was one of my favorite James Bonds back in the day. 007 Die Another Day. I freaking love that movie. What's your favorite Bond movie? Mine's, I would say probably Goldfinger. That was one of my favorites. And that's way back.
Daniel Craig is pretty much what introduced me to James Bond movies.
Nice.
I didn't really watch any full James Bond movie before then. I just saw clips and bits and pieces when it aired on TV.
That's the worst way to watch a Bond movie.
I know.
You're missing all the good stuff.
There's like 50 of them, man.
Yeah.
It's just as bad as Godzilla. There's like 50 of them out there.
But you're still young. We could watch them all. Who wants to see him watch all the Godzillas?
I mean, I would.
007 movies.
007, that's a different story. I don't know about that.
Yeah. I mean, when Sean Connery was 007, you know who Sean Connery is? Mm-hmm. When he was 007, man, I tell you, that voice and his swag, I was just like, God damn, bro.
I believe that's the fan favorite.
Sean Connery, yeah.
Yeah.
He was amazing. He's what really brought the character.
As far as from what I watched, Casino Royale was really good. But then again, like, the only scene that pops up in my head when I think of Casino Royale outside of the gambling scene is when he's getting his balls smacked from underneath the table or the chair. It's just that scene just, like, sits in my head rent free.
Does it hurt every time you see that scene?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No. I don't remember
You don't remember that scene?
No.
He's tied to a chair like this. And it's a wooden chair. And he's naked and everything. And this dude just like takes basically the idea of a soap in a sock and just swings it and smacks him on the balls. Like
on 007?
Yeah.
What a kinky motherfucker, man.
Yeah. He was getting his balls smacked.
Oh, hell no. Thank God I don't remember that shit. That shit hurts just thinking about it. God damn.
So,
wow.
What else we got? We got Clayface.
Oh, that's right. Next year.
That's next
year. Clayface is supposed to be coming out next year. I don't know much about it, but the actor, he played in that Dragon movie. Let me see if I can find him.
Dragonheart?
Maybe?
Aragon?
That's what it was. Yeah, let me see if I can find it. But, yeah, I don't know that much of the movie. All I know is that it is coming next year. And the guy that's playing it, if I could just find it here for a second.
In the meantime, you want to describe people that don't know Clayface, what he looks like? And
yeah. for those of you that are not big in DC or just Batman fans, Clayface is like this giant lump of clay who's a Batman villain, and he could basically like not die because he's made of clay, and he could make multiple copies of himself. He's like a shapeshifter too. He could form and morph into anybody and have their voice and their appearance. So he is, I think, one of the villains that should be reckoned with and more recognizable, because he is very underrated for some reason. I don't know why a lot of people don't know him, because it's like usually the main villains is like Penguin, Two-Face, Joker. Everybody knows them, you know. It's like there are so many other villains that Batman has that are so fucking good. Like even Ra's al Ghul. Not a lot of people knew when Batman began that who the hell he was when Liam Neeson was playing him, and I was like,
didn't.
you.
Nope.
I rest my case. So
Batman was never really my thing. Never.
Oh, that's his name. I forgot. It's Tom Rice. Sorry if I butcher your middle name, buddy. Rice Harris. Tom Harris. That's what I don't know how to say his middle name.
We'll go with that.
But Tom Harris is the face of Clayface.
The face of Clayface.
Yeah, the face of Clayface. And that movie's I think they're gonna start production soon because it's supposed to be coming out next year. We don't know when, whether it's towards the end of the year or maybe like a summer blockbuster release. Who knows? But I am super stoked for that movie, and well, since it's gonna be the DCU Batman, I don't really know who the new Batman is.
I haven't heard any news about it.
Yeah, so maybe they'll introduce him in that. Who knows? Cause fuck, man, have you seen Robert Pattinson Batman?
Yeah, I thought he was alright.
I jizzed when I seen the movie. I fucking loved him because it was like
I think he was a good Batman. The movie itself, I found
lackluster.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really like the other day. It's a slow burn movie. Yeah. I mean, it's like they're doing it where he's just becoming Batman. He's just learning. I didn't understand the whole plot of the Riddler blowing up the dam and the whole city got flooded. Like, where was that? Like, there was no hints or anything in the movie that they were even gonna do that. And I was like, okay, we'll just fucking roll with it. Why not?
I think the idea is it's supposed to go back to the origins of it being a detective, because you know the whole detective comics and Batman's supposed to be a detective.
Well,
so there might have been hints.
That.
There might have been hints in the movie.
We just weren't smart enough to see it.
Yeah, we weren't paying attention enough, maybe.
Could be, but
it's possible that there were hints in the movie, but I would have to give it a rewatch. I saw it in the theaters and I haven't rewatched it since.
I think I saw it twice, but the second time I was just not paying attention. I was either cooking or just falling asleep.
Yeah.
Exhausted from work, you know, not because the movie's boring or anything. But I mean, the best part about that movie was the fucking Penguin show, man. Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't seen the show. I haven't really watched any of those comic book shows, except, you know, back when Marvel was doing Netflix.
You disappointed me, man. It's fucking that show is so fucking good, bro. You gotta watch it.
I mean, I heard Gotham was really good. I heard Penguin was amazing.
Gotham was fucking good. Just Bruce Wayne. What I wanted him to be in the Batman suit in the ending of the whole series.
Yeah.
I never got that. Never got that. Just like Superman in Smallville, wanted to see him in his Superman suit. Never got that.
The Robin at the end of Dark Knight Rises. Never got any of that.
We'll never see that fucking movie either.
No.
God damn it. And I like that actor too, man. He's a good actor. Can't
the
remember
way they
his
set
name.
that up at the end was amazing.
Can't remember his name either. Sorry, you know, like I've had a terrible accident at work a couple years back, and I've lost half my memories because a tree branch fell on my head, gave me a mild concussion. So I'm like terrible with remembering things. That's why in the other episode they're making fun of me because of my memory. That's all it is. So, man,
It goes with So this Clayface, it's just going to be like a standalone villain movie.
it's a standalone villain movie.
So they're copying off of Sony with the standalone.
Yes, but it's James Gunn's behind it, so it's gonna be, I hope, knocking on wood, that it'll be a lot fucking better, cause fuck's sakes, Venom 3? I ain't see it.
I didn't see it either.
The only reason why, the trailers, what, he was riding a horse or something?
Yeah.
A Venom horse?
Yeah, the symbiote takes over a horse.
Ridiculous. I hate, like, Carnage, I was so excited for, because, you know, I'm a big Spider-Man fan, right? And I'm like, Carnage, Woody Harrelson, fuck, he's gonna fucking just go crazy because he's phenomenal and acting crazy, and he's just gonna go in, kill these motherfuckers, just cause carnage around the world, no pun intended. But it's just like a love story. I'm like, what am I watching right now? What?
Carnage falls in love.
Falls in love
He gets his own Harley Quinn.
and fucking dies for it, and I'm like I'm getting a headache right now just thinking about that shit. It was so disappointing, that movie. And Tom Hardy, I watch anything he's in, man. He's fucking great. He was great in Peaky Blinders. What was that movie? That war movie he was in? I can't remember. Anyway, but anything he's in, I love him that he's in it.
Bike Riders.
Bike Riders.
He was good in that too.
Fuck. Just a phenomenal guy.
He's good at playing as an idiot, some idiot biker gang leader.
Yeah. No, there's this one show that I am trying to find out what the name, but he is like a twin in the show, and it's like a old like 1950s style mafia kind of thing. It's pretty fucking, like, from the clips that I've seen on like YouTube Reels and all that, it looks pretty good. I want to watch it. It looks pretty good.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
I just can't remember the goddamn name. I can't, bro. So all these great shows I want to watch, I can't remember it. That's why I told Sparky McDuck. What was his name?
Sparky McDuck. What's his new name? General Studebaker.
Sparky McDuck said. He said to watch these great animes because I'm still trying to finish One Piece, and he said watch these great animes. They're like 1,500 episodes, and I'm like, okay, do you want me to commit suicide or like? Because One Piece I watch, but 1,500 episodes, golly.
Get into Berserk.
Oh, that's on my watch list. I have Berserk and some
Read it for
other.
free.
Read it.
No, read it.
Read it. Don't
Read
even
it.
watch the show. Just read it.
Yep, read it.
All right. So,
Even though it's probably never going to finish because the mangaka died, it's amazing.
he died.
Yeah.
That fucking blows.
I told you last week. It's on recording.
You told me.
It's never going to end. But there's a scene in Berserk that the Avengers Infinity War ripped right out of.
Yeah. From Berserk, they ripped that out of from Berserk.
Mhm.
What was it?
When he sacrifices, what was it, Gamora? And got the Soul Stone.
Yeah.
That whole entire scene where you see the eclipse in the background and he's sitting there in the lake and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They ripped that straight out of Berserk.
Damn, man, I love that scene.
Because the whole entire concept and everything, sacrifice something that you love the most to gain power, which would be the Soul Stone.
Right.
Same exact concept in Berserk. Dude sacrifices his entire army that he built from the ground up for power, for godhood.
He said, "Thank you guys for killing everybody for me, but I'm gonna kill all of y'all because I want to be powerful."
Yeah.
fucking savage.
And then there's a stone and everything for it.
That he gets a stone too?
No, well, and in Berserk, he has the stone already. The stone is the key.
Wow.
So, yeah, I'm pulling it up right now so you could see it.
Yeah, so I might give that either read or watch. Wow. Like literally he'll pop that up, but like literally image for image, and I like how they do the comparisons too with Thanos and everything. Yeah, damn, they ripped that shit straight from it.
Clouds and all that shit.
And there's Hawkeye too, because he had to kill Scarlet. What's her name?
Johansson, Black Widow.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson. I don't know why I always call it. I mean, that's her name, but it's Black Widow.
Yeah. So 1 for 1, they ripped it out from Berserk.
Damn.
I mean, there's a lot of stories that rip off from Berserk. It's a fantastic fucking story.
How many issues are there?
Once the mangaka died, I haven't read any of the latest chapters because I don't know if it's gonna end.
Are they still making it even though he died, or it's like no, he was the only one making it?
He has apprentices that he was training, and apparently they're picking it up after him because I mean, chances are he already has like the ending idea blueprint set up, so they probably know how to end it.
But are they gonna execute it the
exactly.
way he wanted to? That's
And then like Dark Souls, everybody loves Dark Souls.
The game is phenomenal.
Berserk inspired Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I gotta read this shit, man. Like Dark Souls, I spent freaking hours, like on the first Souls game, like Demon Souls. Yep, I see it.
And then
he's gonna pop everything up, but because that's how it was like in the Souls Part 1.
And then you
Dark
remember,
Souls 2.
well, you probably never played Demon Souls, right?
Oh fuck yeah, PC.
So do you remember the Dragon Bone Smasher?
Yeah. Nice, with the castle and everything.
The giant has the claymore sword, all that shit.
Wow.
The bonfires that you see in Demon Souls, Dark Souls. There's a whole entire scene in Berserk that's called, everyone that has read Berserk, Bonfire Dreams, all that shit. So
if you want to get rich, just rip off anything from Berserk.
Yeah.
Because that's what everybody's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying, like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
So, like, if there's anything I'd recommend for gamers or whatever that loves things like that, definitely read Berserk.
Fuck. Yeah, no. Can I read that on the Shonen Jump app?
It's not on Shonen Jump.
It's not?
It's considered a seinen.
Okay.
Seinen? I have to look at the spelling again. Something of that sort. It's adults. You read the first chapter, you immediately know why it's not in Shonen Jump. It's a sex scene right off the bat.
Okay. A little bit of Games of Thrones.
Yeah.
Got it.
Right off the bat.
Send me the link later.
Yeah.
I read that shit.
The link, I don't know if the translation's going to be accurate, but I mean, it's whatever. It's free.
I'll fucking read it. If it don't make sense, I'll make it make sense. My head.
So, the beginning of Berserk is a little rough to get into. Once you get into the Golden Age arc, you're hooked.
You're hooked.
You're hooked. Because, like, the first chapter, you're kind of wondering, this guy is fucked up. He's screwed up in the head. And then it goes into a flashback, a whole entire arc of a flashback, which leads him to who's the God Hand. It describes all that stuff. Who's the God Hand, how the demons get involved in Earth, why is everything screwed up, how did Guts, the main character, lose his eye, all that stuff.
Fuck yeah.
How did he get his, what did they call it? Brand of sacrifice, how did they get that? or how did Guts get that? Why is his love interest screwed
Very
up in the
like
head?
gory
Yeah.
too.
Oh, it's very gory. What can I describe it as? One Piece has even kind of copied off of Berserk.
Now you're
How
crossing the line.
Zoro, how he has a sword in his mouth a lot of times.
Yeah.
Well, Guts had a sword like literally go through his cheek and everything.
Did it stay in his cheek and that's how he fights now?
No. But it's like things like that. But when he gets his Berserker armor, which is where they got the name Berserk from, the dude like sometimes does have that giant ass sword in his mouth and he's like swinging it like a mad dog.
Now, when did Berserk come out?
The 80s.
Fuck.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. It came off around the same time, I think, JoJo's Fist of the North Star.
I love JoJo. That's actually on
my
my watch list. I saw the first episode again. I didn't see the new season. I saw the new season. Bro, the new season, I don't know who she is. I think it was the daughter that went to prison and JoJo was trying to break her out and she got like this string power, bro. Unfucking believable. That was just the first episode, dude.
That season's amazing.
I was like, fuck it. I thought that was like the first season. I was like, what's going on? I don't remember this shit. And then I look and Netflix like, welcome to season 12 or 15, whatever it was. And I was like,
it's not that far. That's 6.
Was it? Yeah, 6.
That's Stone Ocean. I forgot her name.
I don't remember her name.
It's JoJo.
She was fucking.
Just call her JoJo.
Yeah,
they're all JoJo.
They're all JoJo. But she was, bro. I was like, and then she. Oh my god! The spoiler. The big twist about that shit is that the fucking lawyer was betraying her. I was like, you what? Fuck what? Oh man! And then she killed him. I was like, you go, Glen Coco. You go.
The fact that like she's just like right off the rip saying she's horny.
Oh yeah, and wasn't she like finger banging herself in the cell?
Yeah.
Oh
she's
my
a
god.
savage for that.
Fuck it.
One of the best, well written female characters, I would say.
Yeah, no.
There's not too many really well written ones, especially when you get into anime.
Yeah, she's definitely one of my favorite female anime characters. Yeah, it's Stone Ocean.
Stone Ocean.
Yeah, fucking. Her name is Jolene Cujo.
That's right.
And
daughter of Jotaro from season 3.
Yeah. Fuck, man. And I'm only on season 1 again.
Speaking of good female lead protagonist in anime, the girl from a certain scientific railgun. She's pretty good.
That's the anime name?
Mm-hmm.
A girl from a certain...
No.
Oh.
It's just called a certain scientific railgun. It's 3 animes combined into one. Well, it's a whole universe. You got a certain magical index, a certain scientific railgun, and then a certain scientific accelerator. Very weird.
It's like Sword Art Online.
Well, it's based in a city. The city is basically a giant school. And they train people to be espers.
What's espers?
Espers are people... Their power is based off of knowledge. What they know scientifically.
I won't survive in that world.
So, Makoto, that's her name. Her power is literally electricity. And what she does is she flicks a coin up in the air, and she can turn that coin into a railgun.
Shut up.
Yeah. It's kind of badass, honestly.
Is this on Netflix or Crunchyroll?
It would definitely be on Crunchyroll.
You guys, Crunchyroll. I'm gonna look that up right now. I don't want to watch
but
this.
yeah, like literally the very first episode, like 5 minutes into the first episode, she fires a railgun at a car and it flips right over her.
Nice.
And she turns later in the season, she turns like a space shuttle into a railgun.
Damn. What was it called? I just put the railgun.
Just put railgun, it'll come up.
Any one of these?
First one.
This one?
No.
That one.
Right there.
This one.
Yeah.
Alrighty. On my watch list.
It is. I will say Railgun is a little girly, but the action is really fucking good.
What's wrong with being girly?
Just letting you know. But there's also Accelerator.
I got 3 daughters, man. I'm girlied out. I'm used to crying in chick flicks.
To check out Accelerator also. The dude is maniacal.
Which one do I have to watch first?
You can start off. They're all their own separate stories, and at certain points in the stories, they do cross.
Okay.
So each story, you're gonna see their perspective on that event. So like in Index, when Makoto pops in, Index will make her look like she's a crazy bitch, but then you watch Railgun and you see she's actually quite normal. And then if you watch Accelerator, you're going to get Accelerator's perspective on Railgun. So it's like its own little Marvel Cinematic Universe. And if you read light novels, if you read books, and then you're way ahead of everybody.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
That's a mouthful, though. The Accelerator scientist or
Yeah.
some shit, whatever it's called.
I mean, it's not any crazier than that moment I turned into a slime or whatever that story, the name of that is.
What? The time I was reincarnated as a slime?
Yeah.
That shit's good. What are you talking about? You don't like that show?
I'm just talking about the name.
Oh yeah, no. I was gonna say, what the fuck? That show was great. You know who's the goblin in the show? The one goblin that doesn't evolve after getting a name?
What?
It's Ryan Reynolds. I kid you fucking not. It's Ryan Reynolds, dude. I saw his name on the credit. I was like, Ryan Reynolds? Who's he playing at? And I Googled it, and it's that fucking guy, bro.
Well, speaking of anime names that make absolutely no sense or is just crazy as hell, there's something about a dungeon.
Something about a dungeon?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Why did Solo Leveling?
Because Solo Leveling is based on dungeons.
The other worlder exploring the dungeon is one of them.
Oh, there's one where it's like the time I picked up a girl in the dungeon.
Yeah, that's
it.
Exactly. Yeah. It is. Is it wrong to try to pick up a girl in a dungeon?
Yeah, that show's amazing, bro.
That like why would you name your story that?
That show's great, man. There's this I can't remember what it's called, but it's a manga. And if they ever make this show into like a TV show, my eyes will be glued to it constantly. Like I will watch it more times than I've seen One Punch Man, and I've seen it a lot. I love One Punch Man, but me and my brother, I gotta text him to find out the name of the show or the book. But it's basically about this guy. He's trapped in like this infinite dungeon, and he's naked. Right? The only thing he has is his chancleta, his sandal. And he whoops the shit out of monsters with his sandals, and he levels up like that. We call him Mr. Chancleta. I don't know what's his real name, but that fucking man, that shit goes hard sometimes, bro.
It reminds me of Goblin Slayer.
Goblin Slayer?
Yeah. It's a dude that maxes his level up just by killing low-level goblins.
Smart strategy, but take forever.
That's his own thing. That's his whole objective too. He doesn't even really care about any other kind of monster. There's dragons, there's demons, there's gods out there. Nope, he just wants to take his anger out on the goblins.
We need your help to kill this dragon. I'm good. I'm gonna kill this goblin.
And the dude gets his ass kicked sometimes by these goblins.
Max level, getting your ass kicked?
Yeah, he still gets his ass kicked sometimes. Because like he starts taking in apprentices and shit. Mm-hmm. Like he has his little waifu priest that heals him and shit. and then he has his little elf, and because he's taking them on, then he has to back and help them out, and then he's gonna get his ass kicked because he's helping other people out. You know how that shit goes.
It's just the pyramid right there.
Yeah.
I'm the top guy. You guys fucking fuck everything up.
That's another graphic one because it deals with pretty serious topics that I can't use certain words in this podcast. Yeah.
Thank you, YouTube.
Because goblins are horny bastards.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Some of them look good in the reincarnated as a slime. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you'd smash a goblin.
Bro, if she looked good, why not?
You know, goblins are usually 3 feet tall or something like that. Well, it depends on the universe.
Who cares? I like short chicks. What? You size this? 3 feet tall. I'd be like, hey babe, I love you. Mwah. The fuck? I don't care how tall they are. 3 feet tall. Oh, fuck,
but then,
man.
some universes, man, the goblins can be 7 feet. I don't know.
Man, are you ever gonna watch Solo Leveling? Because I know you said you saw the first episode. Didn't get into it.
I don't know. Now they can't really see you at all. You just adjusted your chair. And it's just
I'm so dumb. Thank you.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things I need to watch and other things I need to catch up on.
I would start with Solo Leveling because what season are they on? Either they're on the 2nd or 3rd season, but bro, that shit left in the biggest cliffhanger. I was like, dude, he's about to fuck shit up. And my brother's like, read the manga. I'm like, I don't want to spoil that shit. But
in some ways, mangas are better. I will say in some ways.
The One Punch Man mangas that you told me to read, because I was just gonna wait 10 years to see season 3.
Yeah.
That shit kicks.
It is,
bro. I'm at the part where Saitama had just.
Spoiler alert, people.
Right. Sorry. Spoiler alert. If you don't want to hear it, fast forward the next 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Starting.
3, 2, 1. You're still here? Sorry. Anyway, when he fucking breaks into the evil lair and he meets up with the other heroes and he killed the big giant one, and who was it?
Was it Orochi you're talking about? The big giant one?
Yeah.
Orochi.
And then a terrible tornado finds the one that's actually in control. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, damn, dude.
I told you it gets so good. It gets so good. You didn't get the part where a terrible tornado starts fighting it.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. I'm
she gets her ass kicked. I mean, she goes ham.
Who?
Terrible tornado.
What?
Yeah, she goes ham. But she's suffering. She struggles.
Fuck.
Because they're both espers.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they're both espers. So you got the top level human esper fighting against the top level monster esper. This shit goes ham.
Fuck yeah. Alright, we're done with that spoiler, so welcome back. I don't know if that was 30 seconds, but we're good now.
Speaking of One Punch Man, I do have my theory. I already told you about it, but let our audience know.
Oh, yeah.
I believe that they foreshadow what Saitama is all the way back in the first chapter, first episode, where he takes a fitness test and everything.
That wasn't the first episode.
It was, or the second episode.
Either second or third, but because he went in there with Genos.
Yeah. He says that we should, go into the Hero Association
and apply.
And he takes the physical fitness test, and the what do you call those guys? The scoring people or whatever.
The judges. I would call them the judges.
Just go with the judges. He's like, the Kate Baldy over here, just blew the records off of every single test, failed his written test because,
Guess he's Saitama.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. And the way he describes it is like, it's as if he has a god inside of him. And, they're using the word as if, but then once you progress through the manga and you get caught up, it's hinted that there are two gods out there. They don't really speak too much about the second one, and my theory is that Saitama literally does have a god inside of him.
So, you're saying Saitama could be that god?
Yeah, that he does actually have that god in him. And that's why he can learn any fighting style he really wants to, just like basically on the fly.
Bro, when he in the karate episode, I know what karate's all about. Really? What? It's about doing cool kicks. I was like, what? What? And then he does the little twirl spin around. Oh, fuck. He got me, man. I fucking love that guy. He's so funny.
Oh, shit.
Fucking great.
But I won't even progress anymore in that theory because you haven't even got there in the manga yet.
No, I gotta catch up. Just start reading it, man.
Because Garo's he's a badass.
Oh,
he gets his ass kicked so many times, but once he finally adapts to everything,
he's gonna be a monster. From the moment in the ending of season 2 where I saw that he was adapting to the fights,
yeah,
and like how he got on all fours and just started running, I was like, oh my god. This motherfucker, this is who Saitama is waiting to fight. He just got to get as strong as Saitama.
He just keeps on getting his ass kicked by accident.
Bro, when he was like, there, I found you. He's like, another would-be hero snuck up on me. I didn't hear him. Attacks him. Saitama's like, dude, what's wrong with you? Pow. Fucking karate chops him with no effort. Sinks him into the ground. It's like, I'm here to buy this wig. The fucking...
Or that one time he tried to sneak attack him and he just... What did he do?
No, he didn't sneak attack him. He was trying to attack King.
Yeah.
And he was like, there's King. And Saitama was walking next to him. And he like, full force, trying to attack King. And Saitama just goes, what are you doing? Kicks him to the side, and you see his body mark like this on the wall, and he wakes up like, oh, King really did a number on me. I was like, you bitch, that was fucking Saitama. Oh, dude, that shit was so fucking funny, man. That show is amazing. If you guys haven't seen One Punch Man or anything like that, I highly recommend that fucking show. It is so good. So good. Oh, man, I've seen it more than 100 times, man. That's how good that shit is. And it's only 2 seasons. Fuck, man. They need to hurry up and finish that shit.
You gotta finish and get caught up to the manga.
Oh, man, I'm going to.
I can't wait till it picks up again. It's doing a little slow burn. It's doing a little build up in the moment, but can't wait. I think the artist is taking a break.
I mean, I would. If he's the only one that's doing that shit, I would take a break.
His drawing is amazing.
Oh, man, yeah, in the manga drawings that he do,
yeah,
super fucking detailed.
It's ridiculous how detailed it is.
You hear me? Immensal. That's my word for amazing pencil. Immensal. Yeah, his immensal is wonderful. His amazing pencil work is just fucking phenomenal, dude. Like, his art style, everything.
And if you think that's good, Berserk's will blow your mind, bro.
From some of the pictures you were showing me, I was like, damn.
That's the anime. Just wait, I'm gonna pull up some
super detailed shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, if you guys are fans of One Punch Man, definitely read the manga to skip ahead. I'm sure some of you have already, but fuck, man, I fucking love that show. Love it. Those of you that are watching that haven't seen it, highly recommend watching the show and reading the manga. Dude, that is sick. Look at the shading on that.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. He'll throw up a picture so y'all can see the artwork. But damn, yeah. Well, can you show them that? Would that be copyrighted?
No, I can show him it.
You can show him it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that fucking.
Yeah. That.
It's definitely Dark Souls because you can have a helmet like that, dude.
Yeah.
Definitely Dark Souls. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna be reading that and be like, damn, this Dark Souls book is good. Fuck.
I swear to God. What am I reading again?
What? Oh, Berserk. Damn, man, this look like Dark Souls. Oh man, fucking unbelievable. Berserk. Definitely. They didn't make a show on it. Oh, they did. You said watch or read the manga.
There's 3 adaptations right now. You got the 90s, what they call the 97 Berserk. And then you got the Golden Age trilogy, which is 3 movies. It's a little bit rough to watch those three movies because it's 3D animated. And if you never watch anything 3D animated, it looks off at first. It does get better as you watch, progress through the 3 movies. And that's probably because you just adapt to it.
Right.
You're not going to get a one-to-one storytelling. There's some things that the movie trilogy takes out of the manga. So there's going to be some things, some key moments you do miss. And then there's an anime that they just released a couple years ago that's basically just a retelling of the Golden Age trilogy, but in like a 10-episode format, which I didn't watch it. I was like, I already went through the Golden Age like 5 times by that point.
Nice.
So,
like me in One Piece, I'm like, God damn it, I went through this shit so many times.
Yeah. But Berserk is a story that, as you keep on rereading it, you start picking up little details that you missed, or it's like, wait a second, he foreshadowed this like that fucking long ago. It's crazy. It really is crazy. Like, holy shit. I have to reread it again. Maybe I'll make a video on some of the things that I've picked up on and do the full deep dive on it. Griffith is an amazing character. He has this little monologue, I guess you could call it, with the princess, and she's just listening.
Is he the main character, Griffith?
He's the main villain.
The main villain. Nice.
When you read Berserk, he makes himself out to be some kind of like Jesus character to like everybody, even though he's a demon lord. He disappears after a while, and then he creates a vision where everybody has a dream of him coming back. Everyone's like, the hawk is coming back, the hawk is coming back. So he's creating a cult.
Nice.
For his comeback. And then he comes back and he just fucking builds a kingdom that everybody can run to hide from the demons, even though he's the one that's basically leading the demons.
Nice.
And then he creates a giant, unstoppable army mixed with the best human soldiers and the best demons. But the demons can't attack the human soldiers because they'll have the repercussions of Griffith killing them. So he creates I don't know yet, and I'm not sure if I'll ever know yet because the dude died. But where was I going with that now?
I don't fucking know.
But I don't know now. I don't know where I was going to go with that.
It's a good read.
Yeah. The peaceful kingdom is probably eventually going to crash. One way or another, we don't know how or whatever. Maybe people come to find out who Griffith really is, or even though that's kind of hard to believe because the dude's like literally a perfect being. You can't touch him, you can't hurt him. Nothing. You literally, if you try to get close to him, nothing really happens. You just like force push you or something.
So are we reading about this guy who's the bad guy, or is there a good guy in it?
So the story of Berserk is, it's weird. It's a weird dynamic because when you look at Guts as a character, he's your protagonist, but he looks nothing like your protagonist.
Okay.
Because when you think of like a hero, you think of somebody as kind of like a bright figure, kind of a happy-go-lucky or whatever. Somebody that has a shit ton of charisma, you look up to and everything. But you do look up to Guts because he's your underdog and everything. But when you look at him just physically, the dude's beaten up, he's scarred, he's missing an eye, half of his hair is turning white because of like stress and everything, and literally his armor is eating away at himself, and the more he uses it, the more he's basically going to shorten his lifespan. And he's carrying this like big ass brutish sword that you wouldn't really think a protagonist would use. But then you look at the antagonist, which is Griffith, and he's your shining example of a charismatic leader. But they're polar opposites. They basically just switch positions. So, Guts is the person. He is your hero. Griffith is a villain playing as a hero.
Snake in the grass. Snake in the fucking grass.
And then, like, the way they do their fights and everything, like, Guts, he doesn't fight like no hero, man. He's brutal. He rips, tears, shreds. He runs through his opponents. Doesn't care about his well-being whatsoever.
Like the Green Lantern in the new Superman movie. Move, bitch. That's it. Alright, what else we got?
We could go over who is our favorite character
In
all of entertainment. I mean, I already know who you're going to pick, but do they know? I mean, I'm sure if your audience is coming here and watching you, they'll know it's Spider-Man.
But let me pick someone else that isn't Spider-Man. My favorite character, and I'm thinking just based off of background, story, hardship, you have to be Anakin Skywalker, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, like that poor kid was a slave, not his whole life, because he was still a kid, but he was a slave as a kid till Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan and his love, Padme, came as unexpectedly, saved him from that life. And not only that, but he has to leave his mother behind, who is still a slave, and he has to walk away from that. And she tells him, go, like, this is your future, I'm stuck here, it's too late for me, I'm old, live your life. So the fact that he hasn't never seen his mom throughout the entire years of him doing Jedi training, he's becoming the best. Not only that, but the guy that was supposed to teach him dies by Darth Maul. And that what really hurts him the most, because Qui-Gon is not like the other Jedis. Okay, his mindset is different. He believes in the way of both the light and dark side of the Force, but he has the power to resist it. He understands it, but he's not going to succumb to evil. And if he would have had that father figure as Qui-Gon, he would have never been Darth Vader, because Obi-Wan treated him as a brother. Obi-Wan had his love interest. He never tried to talk to Anakin about his love interest, like, hey, you're a Jedi, I went through the same thing, but you always gotta steer to the right path, no matter what. Evil will manipulate you and all that shit. Never done that. So that's why there's always a big issue with him, because they're always clashing because they're brothers. So to be trained all these years to be the best Jedi, Padawan as they call him, the best one, to be invited in the council but not be given the rank master is heartbreaking, because he has proven himself, but they are afraid of him because they say that there's much clouded judgment in his head that they are afraid that he will turn. And them doing that is giving him an edge to turn. So of course, now you meet the love of your life after, let's say, 10 years has passed. Let's say that, because I think in the timeline he's either 18 to 21, around that era. Meets her, has been sent on a mission to protect her, has visions of his mother in danger, wants to go help. They deny his request. They said that it's his mission to protect Padme, right? And then the whole thing is that as he's protecting her, he's thinking about the mom, and Padme's like, you know what? I'm going to go see your mom. It's like, I can't. We have to protect you, right? She's like, yeah, you could protect me while I'm going to go over there, right? So they go. What happens? He gets there, finds out that his mom's not even home, that she's been taken by the Tusken Raiders. Now he has to go find them in their camp. When he finds her, what happens? She's like dying because they beat her, torture her, like she's on her last breath. And that last moment, she sees her son Anakin. She says, "Oh, Annie," and then dies right there in his arms. That's the evolution, that he's starting to become evil, because what he does, seek revenge. He kills everybody, all the children, all the women, all of them. He even tells Padme that they were all animals. They don't deserve to live. Kills them all because he couldn't save his mom, even though he could have, but they never gave him the permission to. Because you, as a Jedi, you have to let go of that detachment, because then evil, the dark side, will use that against you, right? So that's like one of the biggest steps. Now he's in love, gets secretly married to her, right? Has a vision that she's gonna die at childbirth. What he do's trying to find answers. Can't find the answers because they're in the restricted section in the Jedi library, but he can't access that because he's not a master, and they won't grant him the rank master. So what happens? Palpatine's like, yeah, I know the ways of the dark side, manipulating him since he was a little boy, been manipulating him.
Yeah.
Okay. And then fucking it's like, I have the way to save your wife. I am the Sith Lord you're looking for. Now he's conflicted because now he sees this guy who was a father figure to him, like, oh, he's evil, but I have to do the right thing. Tells Mace Windu, and Windu's like, no, you stay here. I feel like you would do something stupid, right? So, have you ever seen the movies or anything?
I've seen, I believe, the first 6.
The first 6? Okay.
Yeah, a long ass time, but I've seen them.
So, but like, when Windu's in there trying to arrest him, they're both fighting. Anakin comes in, fucking, he has the Sith Lord on the ground, and Windu is about to kill him, and Anakin's like, no, this is not the Jedi way, you can't do that. So he's seeing that a Jedi is about to kill an unarmed man. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to arrest him and bring him into justice. What does Mace Windu do? He says, no, he's too dangerous to be kept alive. He's like, but I need him. He has to be alive. We have to put him in trial. He's like, no, fuck it. And he's going to go kill him. What happens? Now he stops him. Because now he sees that the Jedi are evil. That's why they're afraid of him. That he won't be part of that. That's how Emperor Palpatine got him to be his puppet, because he's a genius mastermind. He figured all this out. He knew that this is what was going to happen. So that whole turmoil about him losing his love, about him trying to save his love now and his kids, is just one of the greatest character storytelling that I love for any character. And I would tell anybody that, and they'd be like, oh, Anakin's a generic character, of course you'll love him. I'm like, He's not. There's nothing about Anakin Skywalker that's generic. Sure, he might be the main character, and there will be no Star Wars without him. But his fucking story, if you truly understand his hardship, why he was crying like a bitch in all the other movies, like that was him. That's the way George Lucas wanted him to act, because that's the way anybody will feel in that instance. I would feel like that, like, fuck, I just lost my mom. Fuck this. The Jedi won't give me my promotion. I fucking deserve it. That's anybody in any job that you want. You'd be like, I worked hard. I should be getting this promotion. Don't lie, because I know you motherfuckers done that too. Like, everybody's guilty of that. Just think of that. Like, that's him. He's like, I deserve this promotion. They won't give it to me. This is unfair. Right? Oh, he's a whiny bitch. But you do it, it's okay. Come on. But it's true, though.
Yeah.
So, like, that whole storytelling is what makes me love that fucking franchise, you know, and it's just fucking phenomenal. And how even in episode 6, the final one, where he saves Luke, he is still the chosen one that stopped the Sith Lord from taking over, because him grabbing Emperor Palpatine, throwing him over, that's him as a Jedi. He killed Darth Vader. He is now Anakin Skywalker at that point. Grabs the Jedi, risking his life, stopping him, throwing him down to kill him, that he is a Jedi. And the reason why, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but if you're a Star Wars fan, you would know this. Especially if you read the books on that they came out with. I forgot the name of the book. But they tell you in details of how Anakin was able to use his Force ghosts, because only Jedis could do that, is at that last moment of him dying and Luke talking to him. He sees Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan is like, hey, before you die, I need to tell you how to do this so you can stay alive forever and protect all the other Jedis in the future. And that's how he learned to Force project himself as a ghost anytime a Jedi is in need and anything like that. So that's how he is able to live on, is because Obi-Wan sees, like, oh shit, that is Anakin. He's back. He saved the sun. He saved the universe. I have to help him so he could stay alive and guide the others. That's how he did it. That's why it's just a phenomenal storytelling, man. Your classic good turn evil, turn good again. It's just phenomenal storytelling. The next 3 movies are garbage. I'm not even gonna get into that. That's another fucking story. But
when you go on your rant,
get ready for a 30-minute rant for that episode, guys. But that's why I would say that he is my favorite character, because of his storyline. Like, I could pick, like, Deku from My Hero Academia, or Saitama, because he's so powerful. Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
But his story is,
don't have as much depth.
Exactly. They're powerful, whatever, but his story is just like, if you truly understand it and you look at it, you read as much Star Wars as I have read and seen the shows, even the animated shows and the movies and everything, it's like, this guy has been through hell and been rejected so many times that I see why he went evil, and he only came back good because his son, the only person, even Obi-Wan and Yoda said, your father is gone, you have to kill him. He is the only one that still saw hope that his dad could still become good. You believe that shit? Everybody that he grew up with said, kill the motherfucker, there's no hope, save him. His son that never met his father, only the one time he knew is when he cut off his hand, said, I still sense goodness in my dad. I'm going to bring him back. There's no way I'm going to give up on my dad. And that's like another fucking story right there that hits home. It's like, fuck, man, the father and son bond, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's really one of the greatest storytelling that George Lucas has ever made, and that's why I fucking love that character. He's one of my favorite characters. Like, Spider-Man is good, but yeah, he would be my number one, and then any version of Spider-Man, because they're all good stories. But yeah, he definitely my number one pick would be Anakin Skywalker.
I'm really curious who you would pick when you read Berserk.
It might be a tie then.
Oh my god. Especially just in Berserk alone. I don't know if he would side with Guts or Griffith more.
When I start reading that, I'll let you know.
I'm really curious because both of them, it's about sacrifice, and one gives up on hope and friendship and everything, and then eventually comes back around. Other one had friendship, gave it up for power. So I wonder who you would pick.
If they have a good story, I'll let you
Oh,
know.
they both have an amazing story.
But I'll let you know once I get everything all caught up.
Yeah.
But who will be yours?
When I think like my favorite character, the first one that always pops up is Sasuke and Naruto.
Both
Yeah.
of them, or just Sasuke,
Just Sasuke.
and Naruto? Okay.
Sasuke and Naruto. Like, I always had... My go-to favorite characters has always been usually the edgy one. So, like, I'm going to go a lot more detail in this video that I'm probably going to be recording tonight or tomorrow of a deep dive of Naruto in general. There's going to be a lot about Sasuke in there. But one of my very first animes I ever watched is Yu Yu Hakusho. Show caught my interest immediately. First episode where the main character dies in a car accident.
Nice.
Comes back to life. Well, one of the characters in that show is Hiei, which is obviously inspired Sasuke a couple years later. Hairstyle, everything, wearing all black or whatever, using a katana. And then, my very first fighting game, Tekken 3, you have Jin Kazama, the edgy guy. Mom died to an ogre, saw it happen, whatever, gets a devil mark. And then comes Sasuke, the show I grew up with. And dude, early age, I want to say it's like 8 or 10 or something, maybe younger, watched his whole entire family get massacred by his brother.
By his brother and his friends.
Yeah.
His brother's friends, I mean.
Yeah, well, he basically watched the government corrupt his brother into assassinating his friend, taking his eyes, and then out of nowhere, he's begging his brother Itachi, train me, I want to be as strong as you, I want to join the Anbu and all that crap. And then next thing you know, he's getting the cold shoulder, he's rebelling against his father to end up assassinating his whole entire family. Which leads Sasuke to be, as far as he knows, of course, if you know the story, to be the only person of his bloodline. Which led Sasuke to leave a very independent, isolated life. Wants no friends. He wants to just isolate himself, but become strong enough and use anybody by any means necessary, which you see, of course, in the storyline, to become as powerful and not stronger, but take a different path than his brother in order to kill his brother. Which he ends up doing that, only to find out that everything was a lie. Which leads him down an even darker path. And Sasuke's whole entire life is just lied to and is about sacrifice, which I'll be getting into a little bit more because a lot of people get Naruto's story wrong and say that Naruto is about being the underdog, and by any means necessary to be the person that just pushes forward no matter what to come out on top. So if you train strong enough or study hard enough or whatever, and no matter how many times people push you down, you will eventually come up top.
I just feel like Naruto got lucky in most of his fights anyway.
Sasuke got lucky if you actually watch him. Dude should have lost every single fight he's ever been in. And in fact, in a way, you could argue he did lose majority of his fights, if not one or two. But Naruto's story no matter what character you're talking about.
It's my
But yeah, what I was getting at is Naruto's story is about dreams. It's not an underdog story. It's about dreams. Naruto's story, over and over again, he'll tell you himself, I dream to be Hokage. Sasuke's dream develops over the course of the story. His first dream is to kill his brother Itachi, get revenge for his family. Finds out the truth. He wants to get revenge for his revenge against the government for leading his brother to assassinate his whole entire family and leave him as an isolated child alone. Basically, nobody raised him. Then, at the end of it, he gives up his own dream because he gets defeated by Naruto. It's a clash of dreams. He wants to be isolated. He wants to rule the whole entire world, lead by fear. And Naruto's dream wins. He wants peace, hope, gather everybody around, and saying, hey, we could be friends. I forgive you for everything, or whatever. And Sasuke lost in the end and forfeited his own dream for his best friend's dream. So he sacrificed everything he knew, fought for, led on to be the truth, and sacrificed. I mean, like, you see it physically. He sacrifices his friends and what he eventually knew as a family, which would be Kakashi, Naruto, Sakura, to go leave a life with Orochimaru and train under him and be known as what's the term they use? A rogue ninja. So the whole village is against him at that point. Sacrifice everything, a home, all that shit. Leave a life of solitude and as basically a enemy to society. Then he gets the curse mark, sacrifices the curse mark for another chance of life, basically. And sacrifices his own eyes to kill Itachi, and then uses those eyes to get Itachi's eyes for more power. And then the last sacrifice he makes, other than just losing his entire arm, and he chooses to not even get a prosthetic as a reminder of everything he lost. His ideals, his dreams, and what brought him to that point to lose his arm. He even mentions that in one of the short stories, if you read it. I haven't, but I follow Naruto a lot. But yeah, I mean, like, he's definitely the first one that comes to my mind if you just ask me the question on the fucking spot of who's my favorite character. If I think about it a little bit more, I might tell you Griffith. I might tell you Guts. But those would probably be like my top 3 favorite characters in fiction.
Solid. Solid.
Like, a lot of people will tell you they hate Sasuke. Over my course of watching Naruto, Sasuke was my favorite character at first. Then came Shikamaru. Then went to Kakashi. Then it went to the Nine-Tailed Fox. But then it circled back around and Sasuke became my favorite character by the end of the series, leading up to Boruto, which sacrificed again in Boruto. He lost his one of the strongest eyes in the series because he took Naruto's son as an apprentice, ends up losing his strongest eye to his apprentice because he trusted him. If you were to ask old Sasuke, if that would happen, that wouldn't happen. He didn't trust people like that.
Damn.
So.
It's fucked up.
Yeah. Well, that would be my choice. I have to read Berserk again because that probably might change again.
It's still a solid choice, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking good. I didn't know that about Sasuke, so yeah, I stopped watching Naruto after the Jonin. Was it the Jonin exam when
Chunin.
Yeah, when Gara
Same
transformed
dude.
into that big ass monster thing.
Shukaku.
Yeah, that was like the last time I stopped watching.
Yeah, he's if you go back and like think about it, after everything you watch, almost 1,000 episodes at this point, if you include Boruto.
Another 1,000 episodes?
Yeah.
Y'all trying to kill me.
But I mean, honestly, I would say look at the list.
Yeah.
Skip all the fillers.
Oh yeah, I'll probably look online like what skillers
Fillers.
fillers to skip. That's another word. Skillers. Filler skip.
Definitely
Or
skip all the fillers.
Mhm.
It's one of those animes. I mean, there's a few good fillers here and there, but skip them.
Alright.
You're not going to get anything that important out of it. But yeah, well, once you watch all the stuff that you should watch or read it, of course that's always an option. Yeah. And then you think about it after everything you watch, you realize like Sasuke actually has a pretty deep story. And if you think about it under the context of Naruto is about dreams, you'll realize that he's fucked up.
Sounds fucked up.
Like you think about it, Naruto and Sasuke have a similar history, except Naruto grew up as an orphan, and people was like, oh well, he grew up as an orphan, he never had family. But when you think about it in the context of Sasuke, who had a family and watched them just get taken away from him, and I mean like even Sasuke says that to Naruto, like you never experienced my loss. You don't know what kind of pain that is. And then Naruto was like, well, I do know, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no. I do side with Sasuke in that. You don't know what that loss feels like if you never had it in the first place. So, under that, and then you realize, like, it makes sense why he has the dreams he has and why they're those dark and edgy side of him and whatever, and why he takes the route he takes. It fucking make sense?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it now.
And then like you even see it because but the Uchiha family, their power is derived from their emotions. So the forms he takes over the course of the series is how he feels inside. And the story tells you blatantly that's the case through some of the words the characters use, like Karin. He's like, Sasuke's chakra feels even darker now and even gets scared of it at some point. And like all of his forms in one form or another are demonic. His curse mark form 1 and 2 is pretty demonic. His Susanoo forms, while they do look like samurais or whatever, but just the color, coronation, everything, and the fact of their wings and shit like that, it's like an evolved form of the curse mark, but not so much. But you could tell if you just look through the course of the story from Curse Mark 1, Curse Mark 2, to half Susanoo, full body Susanoo, and full powered Susanoo, and then the nine tails powered Susanoo, that, there's a lineup, there's a progression to it. And whether that's intentional or not, I do feel like it's intentional. It makes sense.
And this is all all be in Crunchyroll?
Netflix, I believe, has the first season.
Okay.
First 2 seasons. But yeah, it'll be all on Crunchyroll.
I'll give that a watch.
Or the Shonen Jump app.
Oh yeah, they do have that.
Yeah. Yep, all probably 700 chapters at this point. No, probably 1,000 chapters at this point. If you include Boruto. Which I would suggest skipping Boruto Next Generations and just go straight to Two Blue Vortex. Two Blue Vortex is so good right now.
Okay.
Sasuke's missing at the moment.
Oh fuck.
So, I guess we could end it off right here.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
guess that wraps it up, man.
For this week.
Yeah.
A little bit different. We're missing General
Sparkling duck.
Sparkling Duck. So
Something's gonna stick.
you could find Spidey. Did you change the name yet, or are you still Corex?
I'm still Corex. Yeah.
You're still Corex.
Yeah.
Yeah, Corex Spider-Man. Officially Bro TV. Links will be in the description. Same as the Discord. You could tell us we're idiots and we have poor chase. We can't speak anymore. We just got out of work like 2 hours ago.
We're extremely talkative.
Yeah.
I meant tired.
You can find us and tell us we have poor taste in entertainment choices on Discord.
I love comments like that, so please let me know.
Yes. We have poor taste in characters and we like edgy characters apparently.
Yeah. It's true.
We do.
They're the best characters, man.
They are. They're best written characters typically. Deepest history.
Just fucked up. What's that says about us?
Fucked up. Peace.
Chef's kiss, everyone.
We love you.
Yep.